Goulds jet pump will not build pressure.
Welcome to Just Answer. My name is I will do my best to help you with your issue. If my initial response doesn't answer your question, then let me know and we can continue our conversation. Your description indicates you have a leak in the suction line. Your prime is working okay, or you wouldn't build pressure at all. Most common source of a suction line leak is the foot valve at the bottom of the drop into the well.
This started when I made an adjustment on the pressure switch. I do not know where the well head is.
The loss of pressure when the pump shuts off indicates a leak. If no leak shows in the house, then it's in the suction line. Adjusting the pressure switch is not the cause. I can't help find the well.
Okay, it sounds like the pump is okay. I will take the line from the well off and reseal tonight.
Good luck.
Thanks, I'll get back to you then. What time do you go offline?
I'm online until 7 p.m. ET. I do take breaks. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Okay. I also plan on installing a check valve on the supply line. How far from the pump do you recommend?
12 inches from the pump is sufficient. You want the check on the suction line.
Okay. 12 might be more than I have. What's the minimum?
There really isn't a minimum, just spot it as far from the pump as you can if you don't have 12 inches.
I don't have a neighbor. How do you suggest perming?
If you have no other option, buy a few gallons of water at the grocery store.
Can you outline the procedure?
You unscrew a plug on top of the pump and dump in a quart or so. Then screw the plug back in with pipe dope on the threads.
Okay, and repeat until primed.
You do it once, then turn the pump back on. If it doesn't work, you try again until it does.
I tried many times, all fittings are tight. I sprayed with soapy water. Won't go past 40.
When you shut it down, do you lose the pressure? If you have a leak in the suction line, like I said before, installing a check won't solve the problem.
When I shut it off, the gauge drops to 0. I find it hard to believe it would be in the well. If I would not have touched it in the first place, it would still be working.
You're describing a leak if the pressure drops to 0. There are no two ways about it. If no leak shows in the house, then it's in the suction line, which is the piping from the pump to the well. Most common culprit is a bad foot valve.
The house valve is off. Warm water comes out when removing gauge to prime.
Same answer.
I agree with the leak part, but a leak wouldn't develop outside just because I decided to make an adjustment.
Adjusting the pressure didn't cause the leak, it just so happens that's when you uncovered it.
Update: gelding steady at 40 pounds per square inch since yesterday. Pump manually turned off. Turn water onto house and it drops to 0.
Did pump come back on? Or did you shut the power off to the pump? If you did, I'm not surprised the pressure dropped to 0. Did the 40 pounds per square inch hold when you shut the pump down, before you opened valve to the house? What's the cutout pressure setting on the pump switch?
Pump held at 40 with pump off. Cutout is 40.
You didn't answer all my questions.
Which one?
Did pump come back on? Or did you shut the power off to the pump, or did the pump ran up to 40 and cut out via the switch?
Pump would not shut off on its own.
Okay, if the pump can't build enough pressure to cut out on its own but it holds 40 pounds per square inch when off, then there's a problem with the pump, or the water level in the well is too low.
Bingo.
Do you have more questions?
Since it held pressure, I lean toward pump.
That's one possibility. It's more likely if it's an old pump. I'd appreciate a favorable rating.
I'm going to replace the pump, and if that fixes the problem, I will rate you.
I can't guarantee a solution since you provide all the info or if you do the work. All I can do is provide troubleshooting assistance. Expecting more isn't fair. I spent a considerable amount of time with you on this problem. That alone should warrant a favorable rating. You're rating my service, not a result I can't guarantee.
Will it be okay to go from half horse to 1 horse? I didn't say I was going to give a neg rating.
You can go with a bigger motor.
Will it be more efficient?
No.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.